So I've got a question for you. Were you already tired and overworked before this current crisis hit us? I mean, were you like I used to be and just trying to figure out what you were doing wrong, what you were failing to do, and just why everything seemed so dang hard to get accomplished? Well, I just got to tell you, a few years ago, it hadn't been that many years ago, I was struggling and everything felt so extremely hard for me. At one point, I had nearly lost everything I had, which wasn't much, but it was all I had. And I was behind on my rent, behind on my car, and I mean, literally, my finances were, I just barely had any money for anything. It got so bad at one point that I had bald tires on my car, and I ended up getting a hole in two different tires at the same time. And I was literally so broke that I couldn't even afford to put air in my tires. I would have to drive to my grandfather's house and let him air them up in his garage. And so what I really want to share with you today is that you can thrive in these uncertain times. And if you really want to know how I crawled out of the depths of despair and pulled myself together during my personal crisis, then you're going to want to watch this video to the very end. So I know what you're thinking. Well, this crisis is a little more severe, a little bit bigger than your crisis, Camille. No, not really. A personal crisis is just a personal crisis. It's just that simple. And each of us are going through our own personal crisis through all of this stuff going on in the world right now. Okay? So even though I didn't have a whole lot of money, I still invested in myself, any personal development, anything that I could find so that I could grow myself. And like I said, I didn't have much money, but I was determined to get out of my rut and figure some things out. So I would use any free information I could find on Facebook, free or inexpensive. And when I say inexpensive, I'm talking inexpensive webinars. I would purchase books, borrow books from whoever I could find to borrow books from. Probably try to borrow them on a permanent basis so I could write in them and keep all the notes. And I'll just be honest with you, nothing was happening. I was doing step by step everything that it was telling me to do, everything I was being trained to do, and nothing was happening for me. I was like, what the heck? What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? And then one day, I had an epiphany, a light bulb moment. And what happened was, I was watching some CDs that a dear friend had given me for Christmas. And it was one of the guys from The Secret. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was a book, and they also did a movie, and it's by Rhonda Byrne. It came out in like 2006. And these CDs were by that guy. And he got to the part in the CDs talking about the thing that you really think that you're over is probably the very thing or the stuff that is sabotaging your dreams and the life you are dreaming of or that you truly desire to have. And I was like, oh no way, buddy, we're not going there. I put that stuff to bed a long time ago, and I did not want to hear it. But what I figured out very quickly is that the stuff behind the scenes was in fact what was holding me back. So here's the deal. If you've been trying to figure out what you're doing wrong or failing to do right, or like most people, just scared as hell during this current situation that the world is in, then you too need to figure out what that stuff is going on behind the scenes and put it to bed forever and never let it affect your life again so that you can thrive even in a time like we are facing right now. Guys, I gotta tell you, there has never been a better time in history than right now to focus on you, to focus on growing yourself and growing your family to another level. Don't you want to be one of those people that come out of this thing better off than you were before, making more money, doing something that you love, and growing your family to another level? Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. What if I told you that you could be happy right now, in this moment, just this very instant, would you do what I told you to do? Of course you would. So I have something for you. It's called Happiness on Demand, and I want to show you how to be happy on cue, just whenever you want to be happy, which should be most of the time, okay? So if you're sitting down right now, stand up. If you're not where you can stand up, then get somewhere where you can stand up. But if you can't stand up, we're going to improvise. If you're driving or something like that, you can sit down, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to stretch. I know that sounds silly, but how bad do you want change, right? So the first thing I want you to do is stretch. I want you to take your arms up and stretch over this way. Yeah, of course I feel silly, but that's okay. I do this almost every day. And so now I'm going to show you how to do it. I don't care if you feel silly, do it anyway. Okay? We're just stretching. And basically what we're doing right now is just waking your body up. You can do a multitude of things. Stretch your arms back, push your arms out, arch your back like this. And then I want you to roll your shoulders. Roll them like this. We're just waking everything up. If you are in an office, you've been sitting too much today. If you are home because of our current crisis, you've probably been sitting on the couch watching Netflix too much today. Or you might just be doing your regular job and working. I just felt my neck pop. So I want you to roll your neck. Roll it like this. Roll it all the way around. Okay, we're just gonna wake things up. Stretch your arms up again. Stretch up on your tippy toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Arch your back. Yep, okay, we're getting the body all woke up, okay? Now I want you to think about someone that you know they're happy. You just know that they're happy. You can tell by the way they look. How do they look? Imagine a person that has that zest for life, a spring in their step, and you just know they're happy. Even if they don't have an immediate smile on their face, you can just tell by their demeanor that they're happy. And I want you to imagine yourself as that person, as moving and carrying yourself the way that they do, okay? Do you have that person in mind? Okay, I am a natural sloucher. I have to work hard at not slouching. So don't be like me. Put your shoulders back, straighten your spine, and make sure your chin is lifted. We don't want your chin down on your neck. We want your chin lifted, okay? And if you have access to a mirror, I want you to look in the mirror at this person, and I want you to smile. Smile big, a big toothy grin, smile. How does that look? How do you see that person? Does he or she look good? Feel pretty good? The body's awake and you're smiling? But then I want you to take this a step further. I want you to close your eyes. Yes, close your eyes. Unless you're driving a car, if you are, pull over. Close your eyes. And I want you to imagine a time in your life when you were extremely happy, really happy. I mean, there was nothing better. It was an amazing moment in time for you. For me, I can always imagine the birth of one of my children or one of their special birthday parties. So I want you to imagine this moment, keep your eyes closed, and just think about it for a moment. And I want you to intentionally smile right now. Keep your shoulders back, keep your spine straight, and keep your chin up. Are you envisioning that moment? Do you feel it? Do you see it? Now open your eyes. How do you feel? Now, Happiness on Demand was not that hard. It wasn't that bad. You might have felt a little bit silly, but how do you feel? Listen, I have been in your shoes. I know what you're going through. I know what it feels like to wonder if you and your family are going to make it through this. If you're going to be okay. If you're going to come out this thing on the other side in the positive instead of the negative. I completely understand. That's why I did something kind of crazy. I literally discounted my Real You coaching program astronomically. I literally took like 70% off my usual price. 70% off, because I want you to have it so badly. I want you to learn how to thrive And not only the times that we're in right now, but any crisis that comes along in your life. I don't care what it is. You can thrive in any crisis. You can make it through it, and you can continue to be productive and do the things that you love in life, even when there's a crisis like is going on in our world today. I mean, can you really afford not to take advantage of this opportunity and grow you and your family to a whole other level in one of the worst times that we will probably ever see in our history? So not only am I discounting my coaching program by 70%, I'm also giving you a special gift today. By ordering today, you can get the Real You Live Out Loud bracelet absolutely free. I'll mail it out today. As soon as your order comes through, I will package up your envelope and send it right out to you. And this is what it looks like. And so let me tell you a little bit about the Real You products. So I love these products, and the reason that I created them is because they inspire me and empower me every single day to remember what I've overcome, who I truly am, and that I can overcome anything. I wear one of my bracelets every day. A lot of times I have on the Real You t-shirts, and I absolutely love these products for that reason. And I want you to have one today so that you can remember to be empowered through this entire process, this entire situation that we're going through. And I want your journey to be impactful, and I want it to be positive. And I think that wearing one of these bracelets will help remind you every single day. And I'll send that out to you absolutely free when you click to purchase your coaching package today. Listen, I can only do this deal for a short time. I mean, honestly, it's so astronomically cheap. It's wild and crazy, to just be honest with you. So do not hesitate. Get started today. There will never, ever, ever be a better time to focus on you, ever. So click the link below right now. Let's get started. Let me get your bracelet out to you. Let's get started on your journey today. Click the link below. See you all soon. Love you.